I agree with Gayton McKenzie, what he's saying. That is a spirit that we need to adopt as black people. But I'm happy because it's a spirit that slowly but surely is coming to life. You know, more and more South Africans right now are choosing to be patriotic, are choosing to look out for South Africa, are choosing to defend South Africa, are choosing to love and be proud of this flag of South Africa. You know what I mean? I mean, because this is our pride. And it's an attitude that I am seeing right now, even from young people. Whenever I'm on TikTok, I see a lot of young people defending South Africa, speaking for South Africa, and that is something that makes me so happy. That's the spirit that we want here in South Africa, the patriotic spirit, you know, because we can see that a lot of people want to see South Africa fail. And we need to come together as black people. We need to find each other and protect this country. We need to learn how to find each other as black people.
This is a clarion call to say that this country is going back to white people. Sure. I'm telling you today, wow. Do not look at it. Do you know, I look at Freedom Front Plus and DA. They can argue as much as they like. But when it comes to the future of the white child,
they find each other.
Yeah. These ones of us, and I include me in that.
Sure.
I include myself also in that. We can't find each other.
Wow.
Because it got to do with the future of the black child, but with the future of the white child, and the party that is going to survive, I hope is a party that includes all races. If we can move past this. But at the moment, I asked my white friends yesterday, I said, I never knew I've got racist friends. They said, what do you mean? Rob Hussel was one of them. I said to Rob in his face, and he's going to watch this so he can say if I'm lying. I said, why don't you speak up? You stay in 100 million rand's house, I told him. You now tonight you're flying to Dubai in a big jet. It was your only way to Dubai when I said it to him. I said, why don't you speak up? You know white people are not being oppressed. You know their farms are not being taken. You, Rob Hussel, that has an opinion about everything. Speak up. And he did the next day. And I was proud of that. But what I'm saying is that in South Africa, you look at me, a lot of people will insult me because of my past. The one thing they miss is, forget politics. There's a lesson in the life of Gayton McKenzie. Like, it's a lesson of you can rise above your circumstances. You can be whoever you want to be in life if you are focused. Yeah. I'm not being made by politics. Nobody makes it on their own. I hear people say they're self-made. There's no self-made man. We need people along the way.
If you have been following me for a while on this channel, I'm pretty sure you have realized by now, Uguti, I don't have a problem with Gayton McKenzie. In fact, I like him for his authenticity. I like him for his approach towards politics. I like Gayton McKenzie because when he's there on stage, you don't feel like you are listening to a robot. You feel like you are listening to a human who has human experiences. Do you know what I mean? That's the whole reason I like Gayton McKenzie. But as much as I may like Gayton McKenzie, sometimes he speaks some things that I really don't agree with. Like the way he's speaking, saying this country is going back to white people. I don't really like the way he's speaking it. He's speaking as if he's sure, he's 100% sure that this country is going back to white people. He's speaking as if his tone, as if there's something wrong with us black people. I just don't like the way he said it, but I'll give him a pass. I'll give him a pass on that because the way he's justifying what he said is something that I can agree with. If there's one thing about white people in this country that will maybe one day most likely give them the advantage over black people in this country is that they are able to find each other the way Gayton McKenzie is speaking. So because I agree with his justification, then I think maybe there's no problem when he says this country is going back to white people, because he was able to justify that. Even though I don't appreciate the way he said it, but his justification is something that I can agree with. But I don't agree with him saying this country is going back to white people, because it is not. There's no reality behind that claim, behind what he's saying. There's no reality behind that. So what I agree with is that he's right when he says white people in this country are able to find each other. I mean, what has been happening in this country right now should prove to us that very same fact. White people in this country, when they are faced with adversity or when they feel like other white people are facing a problem, those people will come together. And that's the reason. Maybe one day they might have an advantage over us as black people, because us as black people in this country, we are not really standing up for each other. And that is something that we need as black people. If we can adopt that trait as black people, nothing is going to stop black people in this country. I'm telling you, if us as black people, we can find each other when we are faced with adversity, the same way white people do in this country, whenever we have a goal, we come together and focus on that common goal, nothing will ever shake us as black people in this country. Pela, remember, with us as black people in this country, we are the majority. If we had that spirit, us as black people, we were able to come together like that. It doesn't matter in what aspect. If we were able to find each other, whether in business, whether socially, it doesn't matter how. But if we had that spirit, black people in this country would be unstoppable. And as a consequence of that, the other races in this country will have the same spirit. Why? Because that kind of spirit is contagious. And if us as black people, the majority, have that spirit of finding each other, looking out for other black people, whether they are privileged, whether they are in poverty, just finding each other as black people, that kind of spirit is contagious. And if we had that spirit as the majority, as black people in this country, all the other races automatically we're going to have the same spirit. Then imagine our beautiful country, the diversity. Just take a moment and think about it, So that is why I say I agree with McKenzie what he's saying. That is a spirit that we need to adopt as black people. But I'm happy because it's a spirit that slowly but surely is coming to life. More and more South Africans right now are choosing to be patriotic, are choosing to look out for South Africa, are choosing to defend South Africa, are choosing to love and be proud of this flag of South Africa. You know what I mean? I mean, because this is our pride. And it's an attitude that I am seeing right now, even from young people. Whenever I'm on TikTok, I see a lot of young people defending South Africa, speaking for South Africa, and that is something that makes me so happy. That's the spirit that we want here in South Africa, the patriotic spirit, because we can see that a lot of people want to see South Africa fail. And we need to come together as black people. We need to find each other and protect this country from everyone who wants to do us harm. We need to learn how to find each other as black people. So just think about what I'm saying for a moment. Just think about it for a moment, and then it starts with you. It starts with you, the way you treat other black people. It starts with me. The way I choose to treat other people the moment I walk out of this room, the moment I switch off this camera. It starts with me. The way I speak to the first person I see. It starts with me, the way I respond to a black person who's seeking help from me. And then it also starts with you. After you watch this video, if you're going to talk to another black person, the way you treat that person, that's how we cultivate that spirit. So let us go out there as black people and try to find each other. Let's try to help each other. Let's try to look out for each other instead of trying to bring each other down. Every time we try to bring each other down, let us try to pull each other up. That's just what I wanted to talk about in today's video. So tell me on the comment section down below, what do you think about everything that I said in this video and everything that McKenzie has said on that video that I stitched. Tell me on the comment section down below. But if you just enjoyed this video or you learned something new, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate it. My name is Emmanuel and this is Mzansi Versity, the place where we transform lives through knowledge and information. Let's meet again on another video.